I just hit start now. Oh, wait a minute. I think
Would you show me how you use like streaming software?
yeah, I should be able to.
Sick. Not right now, but like I do want to go back to streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, for some reason it didn't actually pick it up on the multi-stream. So would you look at that? I'm gonna have to take it down for a second just to restart it back up.
I see you. Stream's good.
It's on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Have you opened up your stream?
Yeah, it said it wasn't going. That's weird. Maybe it's
Reset the page or like refresh it.
yeah, I probably just gotta refresh it. Oh, yep, okay. There we go.
Sick. I have 25 minutes and then I have a meeting with some lady I met. Try to sell her a $100 website.
There you go. Any way to make money.
Yeah.
The goal today is to get this command wheel up and running at this point.
Let's go.
So it's just figuring out what how I want to set this up, because it's got to be like it's got to be pretty dynamic. So I needed to take in, or I guess what I can do is in my character I'm actually going to make three separate functions here for this. Let's see.
I have 5 more applications I need to do. And then I'm good for the day with applications.
Nice. Okay. So I mean these need to communicate with the HUD. And then I guess what I can do is probably make a function inside the HUD that takes in a casting input parameter, and then it will return the number of which spell selection the person took, and then I'll use that number inside of inside the casting component so they can cast the ability afterwards.
I see.
It doesn't make sense to you right now, but
Nope.
I'm kind of just like playing it out in my head on how I want to break this down, and I think this is like the easiest way to do this. So we'll do const e casting input. We don't need to do this by reference or pointer because enums are 8 bits anyways. Um, and this will return If which instance? Actually, we don't want to
Yeah.
return anything until we actually close it. I'm also just like talking to myself. You don't, no obligation to respond to me whatsoever.
No, I want to, though.
So this guy can actually just be void. This is where we're going to return. Gotta love Visual Studio. Alright, well, time to go find this function. Okay. Oh, I think last night I set up a delegate to actually do this. Wait, why did I do it that way? I mean, it makes sense, I guess. So when it closes, I think I can just link this delegate to um, the function inside the casting component. So then we don't have to worry about. I mean, either way, it does the same thing. Let's actually put this delegate on hold. Probably going to remove this. So what I'll just do is just have it return this here. So when it closes, it returns whatever spell we were highlighting, or it returns the number associated with the command wheel component. Hmm. Character here. Hmm. Um, let's see, nope, set current spell, and we'll take in two parameters here. What I'll probably do here is we won't even pass in this, we'll just store it locally and then use it for when we call the casting component function. So let's see here. Casting input. Um, hmm. I remember creating a way to find certain abilities for their ranks. Man, how did I do this? Or where did I put it? So uh how to get the abilities at each rank. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if I can use enums 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I totally could. That might be the way to do this. What I could do is just iterate over the spell library. Spellcast data. Default spell library. And the way that we would do this. So spell selection would be 1 through 9. There's 9 different spells in a class. The row that I would want to look in would be dependent on how high that number is. So I mean, we can start here and just refactor this. Oh, integers, when you divide them, right?
Right.
They floor to the higher value, not the lower one, right? No, they floor to the lower one.
I think it depends on whether or not how you set it. If spell selection divided by 3 equals... No, I think... Isn't there like a 2 floor or 2 ceiling
So
thing you have to add on there?
using uint8, I think in C++ it floors to. Oh Jesus, I gotta wake
Are
up.
you positive?
Yeah,
Because
I
we...
think because I remember setting it. Yeah, I remember I had to artificially inflate a number up by 1 because in the progress, for a progress bar, it would basically just like cut down to 0 1 second short of when it should have. So
Mhm.
I had to do some artificial inflation on that number just for that reason. So I'm just trying to think of like a really easy way to pull abilities out. And I'm gonna be kind of talking to myself here for a minute, trying to think about a really good way of doing this. Um, so I mean, the one problem with this is if this actually equals 3 directly, this +1 would actually throw it off. Fuck it. It's less than 4, do that. Plus if spell selection. It's less than 7. Well, first we want to check if it's 0. Because if it's 0, we don't do anything. If in spell selection. So if the selected spell number 0, that means it didn't select anything on the command wheel. So we just return there. If it's higher than that, then we're just going to iterate over and find the correct spell that they picked. I'm definitely going to refactor this later, that's for sure. Because this is not the best way to do this. I mean, just thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. I got a phone call coming in. BRB.
No worries.
isn't it?
Yeah. Man, that rope. Like, what am I supposed to do here? So annoying.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how to, like, I wish they would just let me design it and then download the template into like, I don't know, somehow.
If it's less than 4, it means it's input Q. Just make it E. This guy would make it R. And then here.
Ah, that's whack.
Oh man, I mean, there's like a really cheesy way of doing this actually.
What's that?
I could just use the old system and then just have it input the spell cast data into that, and it would work just the same. Would it though? Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah. This was filtering down the list. Oh, with that lambda function I made. Yeah. Maybe I won't do it that way. Realistically, I mean, it's better practice to get rid of the old shit and in with the new. Hmm. If this is the case, we don't need to do anything here, but we do want to subtract here though. Since we're moving up 3, and here we would subtract 6, because technically we're moving up 6. Wait, what if the The inputs can only be 7, 8, and 9 at this point. So it would be 1, 2, and 3 on that row. And then I could probably just do get enum by value at that point.
Shit, I gotta go.
Alright, man. Take care.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yep. Good luck.
I'll still watch your stream though, don't worry.
You're good, man. Thank you. Alright. This does not feel like the best way to do this. Hmm. Man, this transition is actually like really tough from what I had before. Going from like manually inputting like Q, E, and R to like invoke abilities to using a command wheel, or at least trying out like the command wheel use. It's definitely different. And there's probably a lot more I gotta change to this. I think for testing purposes, I think I'm just going to do the easier route. And if the mechanic feels good, I'll make the full changeover. So I'll probably use the systems that are put in place already. So with that being said, do that here. Second casting input is here. This will be third cast input. Hmm. Is there a way to convert? I can't remember this. A way to convert values to enums. Because I know like enums are just the value kind of masked by the names we give them. I mean, I could just make a function or a switch to just grab it. I'll probably just do that instead. Let's see here. Get casting input by value. And I know I've definitely made a switch statement before for this. Let's see. Oh no, we need in value. No return. I mean, technically, I could just take this and change it up. Um, that will do for now. So let's go back to our character class here. All right. Whoops. Okay, we got that in place. I think the only other thing we have to do is build the widget and then test it out. I think it should work though. Yep, we got our button here. The button stores an ID. We have a delegate set up to when this is hovered, it will store that ID. Oh no, it will actually send the ID out via delegate to our actual widget, which will then store the ID. Got it. Yeah, here it is. Stores it, and when we close this wheel, it'll take that ID and send it back to then set our spell. Okay. Yeah, that all looks good. Let's crash the editor. So let's wrap these. Actually, what we should do is wrap 3 of them at a time. Horizontal boxes. And then we can separate them out that way. Anchor these guys to the middle here. Hmm. So this is the middle box actually, so we don't want to touch that. This we would want to move to the right just for now. Say 225. This we want to move to the left. Whoops. Not up. To the left. Okay. And we want some type of padding for these. So we'll just do right, got our buttons. We could probably put names on these as well. Actually, I think I have something in the logger actually printing out the numbers that correlate with these. So I think we should be okay. Yeah, it should be alright. And I need to set the IDs too. This is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Compile that. I also have to set the blueprint in the HUD itself as well. Oh shit. Do not want to set the instance. I don't know why I made that. Something that you can even touch in the blueprint. Where's the HUD? There it is. We want it to be U property, so it sets it to null for us immediately. But we don't want to be able to modify it within the HUD itself. Should be okay for now, though. Yeah, this should be alright. Actually, one thing I totally forgot to do was add a function for releasing. That is pretty necessary, actually. Okay. Whoops. Release. There we go. There we go. And R. I just gotta map these inputs. Is not what I wanted to do. Let's see here. Q release. E and then R. Yeah, and these are release triggers, yeah? Yes, okay, perfect. Q, E, R, yeah. Whoops. I need to set this to be invisible. And then have an animation open and close it. Invoker HUD. Not visible, but occupies layout space. That should fix that. I forgot the other important thing. I have to make this, I have to make the cursor actually appear to hover over it. That is pretty important. Oops. Toggle class tree. I think I have. Yeah. Okay. This works. What I'm going to do is turn this into another function. Where are my new functions located? Oh, here they are. I feel like another function's being called in there that should not be. What is this doing? Yep, right there. Actually, there's two functions in here that shouldn't be. Alright, let's see if we get this command wheel actually working now. Oh. Yeah, that's a bug. Whoops. Let me take some code real quick. Totally forgot about that part. Where are my functions and why are they so far down? Oh, here they are. Yeah, this shouldn't even be... It's REQ. That should fix that problem. Basically just disabled the way to upgrade abilities while I was switching out this feature. So let's actually try this again. This should work. Okay, yeah. We're good there. Oh, that is fucking beautiful. That actually works. Just how I need it to. I mean, obviously, like, that's gonna get changed where, uh, like, how terrible this command wheel works. I was just making sure that the buttons actually, function correctly. It looks like it is working as intended. Oh, that is awesome. Sweet. Now, it's time to implement this. So I'm basically going to be taking this and putting it into the game. I also have to make sure that the text is also correct on each of the individual pieces of this command wheel. So that's going to require going in here and setting up new widget selections that will get populated by data that we feed into it. So, got to make some text blocks here, such as spell name. Let's forward declare this as well. I don't think we actually need spell description in here. I think just text is good enough. I think also adding an image might actually be something that we use in the future. So might as well implement that now. It says everything's broken, but it definitely is not. It's just a Visual Studio being Visual Studio. So the way we populate this data, uTexture 2D. And this is an F name. I think we can pass this by reference. Yeah, for real. I lost all my hair working in Visual Studio Code. I mean, all I did right here was just tab between, and it just blew my whole editor up. Let's forward declare this guy as well. Get our include set. All right. Now this is the easy part. Oh, I say the easy part and I immediately fuck up. Set brush from texture. Yeah, that's what it was. And this is spell name, set text. I actually think I want this to be a rich text block, because then I can use custom text, like colored in like different font sizes and stuff, which in my opinion looks a lot better. Spell name, By the way, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, feel free to ask away. I think I move a little bit too fast. This needs to be an F text. So, change this here. So we convert that from fname to string to ftext, set it there, all good. I did not want to create a new file, but thanks for asking. Okay, so that's one section of the wheel, and what we're going to do is every section of this wheel is going to be set within the wheel widget itself. We got all of them here, and essentially what we're going to do is just go into each one and set up the data. So when we open it, that's when the data should be passed in. So I think I'm probably just going to send in a T array that we iterate over with the spell data, and then we just set up each one when it's open. Oh, no worries. I do the same exact thing. I used to watch indie horror dev and pretty much do my work just watching him. This is going to be a const T array. I don't think we need to change anything within this. Do we? No. These are going to be pointers. Include cast types. There we go. I didn't get notified, but if you did follow, thank you. This is like my second day actually streaming on Twitch, so I kind of suck ass at it. Appreciate it. This is making me rethink how I want to do this. I mean, I have these all separated, but having these in an array would make this so much easier. I'm super lazy, so just the thought of manually typing in every single one of these and setting them up just absolutely fills me with dread. But I feel like I spend more time thinking about a way around it than actually doing it. You don't know how bad I want ChatGPT to be good at Unreal Engine, but like, holy crap, the amount of times that like I've used it and it doesn't understand like Unreal Engine macros, or at least Unreal Engine like 5, it just like it'll just like spit out code that looks like it'll work and then you put it in and then your whole like computer just explodes. Fin.com. You can post links here, I'm pretty sure. What is this? Oh, this looks fucking awesome. Excuse my language. Find will get you the answer you're looking for in seconds instead of hours. That's getting bookmarked. I'm definitely going to look into that later for sure. Any way I can cheat through cranking out material, I'll definitely do it. Alright, well, I guess I'll just like store these all in an array. I'm definitely refactoring this later, is what I tell myself every time. I think my goal here is to make this so illegible that nobody else can steal my code. Yeah, that's dope. I mean, ChatGPT was like before was pretty good for that, but again, it wasn't good for Unreal Engine 5. That's for certain. But if it's really good at like reading documentation and stuff, then I'll definitely use it. Mainly, like the only form of documentation Unreal Engine has is like it'll grab stuff. Here, just for reference, let's go in here. When you go into documentation for like functions in Unreal Engine, it'll just like copy and paste like the comment that's like right above the function, and then just like put that on the website, and it's like done. We're good. We don't need to do anything else. So like when you're looking at like mass entity or like stuff with like AI, a lot of the functions that serve like a really awesome purpose are just like really like deep into the engine files, and they just like don't promote it, which, you know, it makes it difficult for us, but makes our job easier at least. Appreciate it. Johnny, you actually woke up. Good for you, man. How was your nap? My only question for you, Johnny, is do I have a radio voice? Um, instead of it, I'm actually gonna use a more traditional for loop for this. Equals. Ooh. No. Equals 0 for this. Spell selection. Why are you throwing a hissy fit? It's because I use T object pointer. Did I spell something wrong? It probably just hasn't caught up yet. That's what I'm assuming. Sounds like Joe Rogan. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, well, it's time to start populating the data here. What are you doing, Johnny? So we're grabbing this data and then we're creating, or no, we're just grabbing 2 pieces of information to add to this here. I mean, technically I could just do this. Come on, VS Code. Please catch up. Might actually have to restart it. I mean, whoa. Oh, that's why it's giving me an error. I haven't set that yet. All right. Where is my cast information? Spell icon, spell name. That's what we need. Spell icon. I believe that's what I had it here. Yeah, U-texture 2D. There we go. Okay, so it is setting all that information. Temporarily, I'm actually just gonna check to make sure that this is not null pointer, because a lot of these spells do not have images for them. But everything has a name, because that's set up beforehand. Okay. Alright, VS Code says everything's good. Now it's time to send over, or figure out a way to send over that spell data so I can read it and then put it into the wheel. I think I'm already breaking down the data into sections for the class trees that I made. So I might be able to just grab it from that. Let's see, where's that at? How was your stuff being? Yeah, okay. That's how it's doing it. So it's grabbing the class trees. But the thing is, this is only doing this once, and that's in the beginning. With this command wheel, it's going to open up continuously. Now, granted, it's not a lot of data that it's really moving, and I don't think performance-wise it's going to have that much of an impact. Just setting a bunch of, like, f-text and some textures. So I think it will be okay just to grab the data and set it on the fly dynamically each time it's open. A nightmare would be having to make 3 different widgets that do the exact same thing and then specify the names on everything preemptively. I think I would die on the inside. Okay, yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do then. So where is this being called? Or where is this pulling data from? I'll just follow the trail and pull from the same spot. Current spell tree. Okay, so it's grabbing the data from the player character essentially in begin play. Okay. Well, that's a starting point for this. Oh, this does not actually have a set widget controller function. I mean, I'll just make one. I'll just steal it from one of these classes here. Okay, yep, it's getting it from U-base widget, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Come on, VS Code, you can do it. No, what are you doing? It just created a entirely new class with a different name than the one that I just had that in. Thank you, Microsoft. I appreciate that. But I'll be deleting that. And I guess I'll just make it myself. I knew I shouldn't have updated my VS Code today. It only causes problems. And pain and suffering. Let's grab you. You're gonna go right down there, bud. It also doesn't know about your existence, so did not want to open up a second one. Got forward declare this up here. And include you here. If I could spell widgets correctly. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to restart this. VS Code. Holy cow. I thought it would catch up like 10 minutes ago, but goddamn. This is brutal. It's so far behind, it thought that this class name was something else, and it just like made an entirely new like CPP file. This is what my microphone sounds like outside of Discord. Isn't that awesome? It's almost like it's worth the money. That's what I tell myself. Yeah, wait, I don't even need to do this. I don't know if I should delete that comment or not. I guess like technically it's PG, but like whatever. I'll keep it. We'll just keep it Disney. Yeah, just for you. A brand new world? I think it goes a whole new world. Alright. Well, we got this. There's some stuff that I definitely can refactor here. So much to do. Inside my class tree, I think I'm already breaking this data down and categorizing it. So I feel like I should just... Yeah, I am right here. So I mean... I could just make three separate arrays. Hmm. Just looking at all this, I just want to change it so bad. But I really shouldn't do that right now. I just need a quick and easy way to grab this data so I can just use it. I think that's just one of the big setbacks of the way I initially set this up. Yeah, I think the way I'm gonna have to do this is inside begin play in the casting component that I have created. I think when it initially has this data, this is where it should just be sorted out, and then everything else can kind of grab what it needs from here. I started doing it a little bit in the beginning, but it definitely needs a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna have to make three separate arrays, one for the first class tree, the second and third, and then have that array be in order. And then my widgets can just grab that data by reference and use it. So it's fast and easy. Yeah, it's pretty much what I have to do. But that is probably the most boring thing on planet Earth to watch, so I don't know if I would want to do that streaming. I feel like creating stuff like brand new is more more entertaining to watch than going in and just rehashing old data. I mean, when I do this, I could probably actually send over. I could probably send the data over this way. Yeah, I could probably just grab it from the component here, because this has a bunch of references to all that data already. And then here's where it's gonna be sent. Hmm. Alright. I'm probably gonna reorganize this data. And then hop back on stream sometime tomorrow when I have it all organized. Then we can just get into the flow of implementing this ability widget, or this command wheel widget for spells. So yeah, probably gonna call it for the day. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Take care. Have a good one. Johnny, I'll probably be talking to you in about a couple minutes here anyways, if you're listening. But anyways, see ya.